Alright folks, welcome back into another case with a Mac surgeon. Today's patient is MacBook Pro 14-inch A2442. It came in for no power and data recovery. Let's take a look together and see if we can save this patient. First of all, what we will do, as we have our checklist. In our checklist, we have to check it, see if there's a power, yes or no, it's turning on, yes or no. As you can see, no power. Next step, I will try to connect our charger and see what kind of power we are getting. Pay attention on the right corner. Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay. We are getting 5 volt and 1 amp. That's not normal. Normally the 5 volt, 300 milliamp, it have to switch from the 5 volt to 20 volt. Let's check it the second port. 500. Okay. This is not good. 300, 200. And it's stuck there. Okay, what I can tell you from now, I almost know where's the problem.
You can read minds.
As you can see, the right side corner, this port is the one which is causing this issue. How you can do the diagnostic and checking, I check it one by one. 2 of them are doing exact same thing. Maybe it's reading extra, like it's drawing more current. What that is telling me, this one is not normal, but because second also was drawing the same thing, but on the right side, it's stuck there. It's not doing nothing. It's stuck there. 5 volt and 292 milliamp. Most likely, 99% in the case, we do have a USB-C controller issue, and that one is located on our right side. Let's remove the back cover, check it, and then we can go from there. Okay, back cover is out. What I will do next, because most of the time in my videos you will see when I'm opening the back cover, I'm trying to check once the battery is still connected. I'm trying to see if I do have any voltage on it. Check it in the right corner. We do have our multimeter in a volt mode, DC volt mode. Black probe into ground. Ground, it's any silver area or any screw hole area. You can use it, and the red probe into our fuse. As you can see here, we do not have any power drawing. Okay, we don't have any power. Let's connect our charger and check it at the same time. Okay, we do have a 12 volt, and then it's dropping to 10, and then it start like a charging the battery, and then it's dropping. But the current, it's too much, which can damage also our USB-C controllers. Let's unplug it.
Low battery.
Now, most likely the problem, we do have it on this side. One of the right side USB-C controller are damaged. But in order to make sure that's the one which is causing our problem, what we can try to do it, let's try to unplug our battery. Okay, as many times I'm making a video, and always I'm trying to show you, because I have seen a lot of people what they do in order to disconnect the battery. What they are doing, they are trying to remove this cover and then remove this screw under of this one. It's not necessary, but always you have to be very careful, because when you're removing this cover, still the unit does have power, and that can be a reason which will cause a shortage and will damage all your unit.
Don't do that.
That's why it's better by removing only this flex cable, and that will disable the battery, which is mean then it's safe to remove any screw. There's no more power inside this motherboard. It's safe. By removing this flex cable, the flex cable, what it does do, it communicates the motherboard with the battery, and it does have one wire that is a system detect. When the system is detecting, then will enable the battery, then the battery will be enabled. If that wire is disconnected, there's no communication between the motherboard and battery. That means the battery goes into sleep mode. It's in disabled mode. Okay, and now let's try one more time to check it, see what kind of power we are getting in our USB ports. We are getting the exact same thing. This will be easy diagnostic and a little bit hard to repair. Okay, next step, we have to remove the motherboard from the case and check it, the chip, because the chip located the other side of the motherboard. Looks I'm the first person who is working on this unit, because as I can see, this rubber stuff, it's still intact. In general, that's good, because it's making easy also for technician to understand where's the problem. but a lot of times I'm getting, because most of my cases is coming from repair shops, most of the time what they do, they are trying first to see what they can do. They are checking the motherboard, they are removing the motherboard in case there's some liquid to clean it, and once they cannot fix it, they are sending to me. Okay, the motherboard is free from the screws. It's time to remove it. On this unit, always I'm trying to remove the motherboard from this side, because it came for me much more easier. And then we are trying to wiggle it like this. It will come out easy without damaging any extra component. As I told you, the issue is here. You can see already here the mark. There's a mark. Let me bring it into the microscope. This chip does have a crack on it. This is not common, but it can happen. But what's the biggest problem on this kind of laptop? The biggest problem on this one, by replacing this chip, by taking from another unit and replacing, it's not solving our problem. Because this chip does have also firmware inside. Except of the firmware, we have to use it from donor board that can be like either 16-inch A2485 or A2442, but it's not only the chip you have to transfer. At the same time, you have to transfer also his EEPROM. The EEPROM, it's like a small memory, which does have inside program, like a firmware. That firmware will communicate with the chip, and then this chip will communicate with other 3 chips, which is on the other side of the motherboard, with this one, then with this one, and then this one, like total of 3. 1, 2, 3. And these chips also does have their own firmware. One of them it's this one, then it's this one, and where's the third one? And this one does not have 3. It does have only 2. One chip communicate with one EEPROM, and the other 2 chip communicating with second EEPROM. That's why it's not easy.
Yeah, but it's not easy.
That's why this chip does have a firmware inside, and you have to transfer either from the donor board, or you can use it also. There's another option. We can use it also from A2485, the 16-inch, or you can use even 16-inch 27. You can use it. It's the same chip, but at the same time you have to transfer also his EEPROM. If you will not transfer his memory, small that memory, which is we will do right now, then this unit will not start charging. It will start turning on. The current and everything will go into normal, but never will switch from the 5 volt into 20 volt, because in order to switch it from the 5 volt to 20 volt, the charger will communicate with the PD controller. Then the PD controller will send some information into his EEPROM, and then from his EEPROM will come back to see everything is okay. Then we'll communicate with the charging IC, and then at the same time we'll communicate with the power management control unit. All these chips, they have to communicate with each other. If one of them will fail, that means there will be some block in between of this, and then we'll tell, oh, okay, I do have some problem. Do not switch from the 5 volt to 20 volt. If you will switch it, there's a possibility to damage some component into this motherboard. That's like a safety measure. They take it. That's why we do have these kind of problems. Especially if you start looking on the newer ones, that's much more headache, because the newer one, they have only one single EEPROM. In case if one of the USB-C controller fell, that means you have to replace 3 of them at the same time. You cannot replace only one chip, and then the unit will start working, because it does have firmware. These three are communicating each other, and they have only one single EEPROM, which means they have their own encoding. If they are not communicating together, then forget it. You cannot. Okay, let's start to removing this chip, and then we can go from there. To remove the chip, I'm always using like hot air gun, the temperature 480, and the airflow, either you can have it like 70, 80, it doesn't matter. You have to do your experiment and see in order when it's better for you, because some motherboards are easy, they are easy to get melt, some others it's hard. It's an experiment, you have to do it always. I'm trying to wait for a little bit. Once the chips start moving in circle motions, you have to hit. Then I'm taking a little bit out. Chip is out. That's all. Later on, we have to replace this chip. because this is the one which is we having the EEPROM. It does have that program inside. We have to transfer from the donor board, either from 14-inch or from 16-inch. It doesn't matter. Now the next step, what we have to do, we have to prepare our pods. Okay, today let's try to do a small experiment, which is I never had done. I want to try today using USB-C controller from A2485. The chip, I will use it from MagSafe 3 and see if it does work. I never had done this one. Maybe this will be like a waste of time, but at least we will know for the future if we can use these ones or not.
Just try it.
Let's try to remove this chip. We need to use these two chips, 1 and 2. This is the firmware which is inside of this. But I like to make an experiment and see if that will work or not. Let's try it. Next step, let's try to reball it, and then from the reballing we can see what's happening exactly. Okay, to reball it, always I'm trying to use lower temperature, like around 300, which is normal to melt. The airflow can be anything, it doesn't matter. Just the only important part, you have to be in a circle motion. Here we are. The next step, whenever I'm trying to shave it. Now we do have a uniform balls. All of them are exact same size. Let's try to hit one more time. The balls are in his location. Okay, one more time with flux. Just a little bit flux is enough. Okay. The balls are perfect. Next step, we do have just a little bit of flux. Then with a finger. Perfect. And then, okay, we have like this. Pin number 1 there, 2 there, and like this. Okay. Next step, in order to not blowing out, I'm using around 480, but airflow around 20. Now I can increase the airflow like around 50. And then a little bit more flux. As you can see, it starts dancing. Next step, we need to remove this chip. Just we have to be paying attention also his pin number 1, the pin number 1 located into this direction. These chip does have also glue on it. You have to be very careful. That's why before I will try to melt it, I'm trying to remove the glue. And I'll have it like 200. And now I'll try to increase it to 480. Chip is out. Let's try to clean a little bit more. Okay. Now everything is fine. Everything is perfect. Now is the time to test it and see if in reality this one, if it will transfer from the donor board, it will work or not. If it does, that means that's a good news for our future repairs, because donor board is not easy to find it. Every time when I have to repair this kind of unit, I have to use a donor board, and by using one chip, that means the rest of the donor board, most of the parts are not usable, and the donor board by itself, it's expensive, you cannot find easy. Just let's cool down a little bit. And now the moment of truth. Let's check it. Okay, now pay attention on the power meter. Nothing. No. It didn't work. Let me try this side. No. It didn't work. No. It cannot be used from other side of the port. The only thing which can be used, that's from exact same side. Okay, that's good to know for our future.
Oh, yes.
Let's remove the chip back again. Okay, let me keep these two chips. Let's remove the cracked one. This side, this is the EEPROM. Okay, I'll shave it one more time. As you can see, this time all the balls are even. Let's melt it one more time. always when you're putting any chip and you're scary in case if you accidentally will shake your hand and mess all your reball, I prefer by having like decreasing the airflow. Once the airflow is decreased, the temperature with high temperature like 480 I'm using right now, I'm trying just to secure the chip into the ball, and after that I will increase it also the airflow, which will help me without having any problem. Let's now to try. Always try with the circle motions. Now the chip is on his place. This one is there. Everything nice, uniform. Is remaining one more thing. As you remember, the position like this. A bit more flux there. We are good. Let's cool down.
A few moments later.
Now the moment of truth. Let's check it, see what we are getting. Is it possible we have more than one? Come on, how it's possible?
But that's simply not possible.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Really?
Really?
Come on. Okay. We do have more than one issue, which is mean that our test was wrong. We have to retry it. We have a more issue here. Okay, this one also I will show you. Just now I check it. Please check here. We have a 0. Okay, folks. After replacing with a new USB-C controller, still we do have an issue, which is mean we are getting still 0 volt, especially on that port. There's one more thing which is I like to try it and check it. It's not common, but it happened to me in some other cases. Because this time what we had a cracked chip. The chip was cracked on top of it. But there's one power rail that also can be a reason which is causing it. Let me show you which part I'm talking. Here we are. As you can see, we do have that issue here. You see this chip, this corner block. Let me also check it with a tester, with a multimeter. See what kind of reading we do have it. Our last experiment with the USB-C controller is not confirming. Still, we have to try another time because we had except of the one problem, we had also a second issue. As you can see, let's test that multimeter on mode, black probe on any ground area, and red. Let's check these coils. These two are coils, exact same. These two are tied together, and let's check it here now. Check it there. We do have a 1 ohm, which is mean it's shorting. That's the reason this chip. Most likely, what exactly happened? I'm thinking this chip was shorted, and then the other chip cracked because of this. It was shorting, and then it cracked the other one. There was a one time what I did. I tried to experiment. In my experiment, I removed this chip because there was a short on it, and then I plugged the charger into the USB-C port. After 5 seconds, that chip burned PCB. All the motherboard was completely burned. I do not have I'll show you also the picture. I should have that motherboard, and I'll bring it and I'll show you in another video. Okay, here we are. This is our problem, and this is a one power rail, that 3.3 volt power rail, which is connected only into that USB-C controller. Let me show you on the board view. This is the component. Here. This one goes to this side of the chip, this one goes to this side, and these two are tied together, and this goes, you can see the blue, it goes into this area. That's it. It goes only on this area, and the chip cracked, which is we had. Let me show you. Check here. Exact same shape. We do have exact same shape. See how it is. Here, board view. Do you see it?
It's even more magnificent than I imagined.
Crack there and there. This is our pin number 1 here. This is our pin number 1, and check it here. And our pin number 1 here, this one. Okay, we have these two issues. One cause second issue. That means we have to replace this controller too. There's one thing we have to know, pay attention, the dot, because once you try to remove it, it will be very hard to locate it. These kind of chips are a little bit hard to locate it, but it's doable. Okay, the chip is out, everything is clean, but still we have to confirm if there's a still short or no. Let's try it. Check it there. Check it there. We do not have short anymore. Okay. Next step, let's take it from the donor board, the controller. Okay, it's cooled down. Now, moment of truth, except of that, but let's first, before we will plug it, let's check it, see if still we do have a short, yes or no. No more short. Okay, let's test it and see what we are getting. We do not have it yet. But why?
Why?
No, it's not short. Okay, wait a minute. We have 20 volt. This is good sign. Let's check this one. We do have a 20 volt. Now I'll check it one more thing. I think I know what's going on here. What can be the reason? The other two is switching now, but the right side is not. And why? Let's check one more thing. Are you serious? No, he's not serious. There's two things I need also to check it. Let's go board view, and we are here. This one and this one. Let's check.
A few moments later.
Can you believe it? This is not correct. This is not right. We are missing component. This one is missing. This one is important. Okay. Now, as you can see on the schematic, we knocked out on time when I was removing the chip, one of the component, and that was the reason we do not have 20 volt on this port. Let's check together. So you can see, this is very handy. I know where's the problem. Let me explain and tell you what's going on. I'm hoping that's the reason. Let's check it here. On this board, see here, this component. I think on time when I was removing the chip, I knocked out this component. But to confirm, it's a very good idea to check. Now it's a time to learn also about the schematic, what's exactly going on. Let me switch to board view. Okay, we do have here the board view. Let's go into our component. This is the one. Now check on the microscope. See, we do have two components are missing. One here and one there. At the same time, is missing some component over here. We will check it also these ones to see what exactly going on. But first, I wanted to check. Let's check these two. On this one, there should not be any component because here are some sensor, like some current sensing chip, which is missing. Most likely, this component also will be missing. As you can see, here is missing. But let's to make sure what is here. So then we go one by one. Board view. Okay. These are our components. We are talking this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. All these are missing right now from our board. This is a current sensor. It's like a fuse, let's say, which is when the power is running from here, then two of the legs, there's this chip, and this chip will read if it's correct, yes or no, or if there's an overload. Check here. Let me go here and see where it goes, these legs. Okay, this leg it goes to here, and this is a ground, which is mean it should be here, but what we can do, let's check on our schematic. Here, check schematic. This is the one. It's a like capacitor, very 0.1 microfarad, which is okay. And then we have this part, and then we have all these are missing. It says for USB 3.8 volt write iSense. And then we are going here, here. That's a low side sensor. Everything are missing, which is mean this part, this section, this one, this is missing. But at the same time, when it's missing, these two legs are connected each other. Like you see 1, 3, 2, 4. See here, check it here. This is the part, the one which is I'm talking. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then is missing, which is normal because all these are connected direct. That's normal. Let's pay attention on this one and this one, these two. Okay, this is important because we do have here like 0 ohm resistor. This is a resistor, and this one also is a resistor. One side is connected to the ground, the other side is connecting to this one. Let's check it, see what it says there. Here, check it here, what it says. It says no stuff. That means normally should not be any component over there, no stuff. It's 100 kilo ohm tied to ground, and it says there's nothing there, which is mean we are okay to not be any component over there. But if you start checking the other one, this one, it doesn't says nothing. Check it here. Normally should be there like 0 ohm resistor, which is we are missing. Let's try to put from donor board one of the 0 ohm resistor. So at the same time we can confirm we are right or no. Let me prepare the board first. Okay, this component, you can see it's like 0 ohm. now the moment of truth. Let's check it, see. Let's cool down. Yes. No. Still, we don't have 20 volt. Okay, next thing which is I'm thinking to do, because I tried to understand why we are not getting any voltage on it on one of the USB-C controller. I was thinking that could be either defective controller, that PD controller, the USB-C controller, and when I was checking to see if I have any other donor board, when I check it, all my donor boards, I already got them, I steal them. And now next thing I'm trying to see, at least let's check it, see if the unit is turning on, yes or no. Now we have two ports working and except of the one, the MagSafe, we can test it too. At least let's check it, see if the unit is booting or no without one of the port. Then I will check it in another video. I'll try to make second part so I can find another USB-C controller to test it, put it, to make sure the issue is not coming from the motherboard and the issue was related to the USB-C controller. At least let me assemble back, test it, at least see if the unit is turning on or not. Okay. Okay, battery is connected. Now the moment of truth. Let's see if this unit is turning on, or let me first check it, see what is doing still this port. Okay, it's doing exact same thing. But let's check it this side. Okay, 20, here we are. There's a chime. Let's see in a second. Here we are. We have also Apple logo. The unit is booting. This is good news. We do have a check on the right corner. We have a 20 volt, 3 amp. That means it's charging. Let me check also the second port. I can hear also the charging sound. This one also is going up. One more thing which is I wanted to check, see what's happening with the other side. On the other side, it's a completely disabled USB-C controller, which is normal. At least we have a working machine. Until I will try to see if I can get another donor board, so we'll try to transplant and give it to the customer. Okay, what's happening here?
What now?
Maybe there's no charge, that's why. Okay. Here we are. We have image. Okay, I will stop recording here. Okay, this was a kind of little bit tricky case. We do have like multiple issues, one related with the second one, which is mean at least we have a now working machine. I hope you enjoy it. If you like, please don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.